Hi everyone, it's Cece here, and I just wanted to give you 3 quick Procreate calligraphy tips, especially if you are left-handed, which I am. I love being left-handed, but it totally typically sucks for calligraphy because of that fact. It's just awkward, or has been for me. If you're left-handed and you've been great with it, then congratulations, but I'm not. Anyway, but in Procreate, it's incredibly forgiving, whichever hand you work with. So let me give you my 3 Procreate calligraphy tips. Okay, step number 1 is to use the text tool. Use it, use it, use it, use it, use it, use it, use it. It is your friend. Click here for the tool and add text. Here you will type in whatever it is you're trying to letter or calligraphy, was that the word? Letter, let's go hand letter. L-O-V-E, let's keep it simple. I want to edit the style so that it's beautiful and scripty. I'm going to use one of the fonts that comes with Procreate. It's Zafino, if I'm saying that right. Regular, ooh, boop, boop. What happened? What happened to my text? Okay, there it is. There we go. Let's do that again. Zafino, there we go. Okay, and in this same menu, I can adjust the size, I can make it bigger, but most important of all, I can adjust the kerning, this thing here. Slide this value to get lots of space between those letters so that you have plenty of room for those beautiful swirly, curly, thin to thick connections between the main letters. Awesome. I think that looks good. I'm going to go with that, and I am going to go ahead and shift that into using the selection tool into the center of my canvas. Awesome. Most importantly of all, you want to go ahead and in the layer of this text, select this little thing here and adjust the opacity slider, because this is just a reference. This is what's fantastic about Procreate. You have your reference letter right there. This will help you keep track of which letter you're working on and just give you a great reference starting point. You're not going to make your lettering look exactly like this. What's the point? But you can use this as a great reference. So go ahead and slide that low enough so that you can still see it, but it's not distracting. There we go. I'm happy with that. And I'm going to go ahead and lock that layer so that I don't mess it up. Locked. There we go. Okay, in a new layer above this, I'm going to choose a contrasting color, and I'm going to choose Texture Chalk Calligraphy Brush, which of course I sell in a set on Creative Market, but you don't have to get it, but it's cheap. It's like $5, so check it out if you're interested. Otherwise, use any calligraphy brush that you are into. Okay, so Texture Chalk, blah, blah. Here we go yeah, I'm on a good layer. Okay, so my second tip, in addition to using the text tool to lay in a reference, is to go ahead and just do your letters first, the bodies of your letter. Okay, so being left-handed, for me, the most natural way to get that nice, beautiful, graceful, light to heavy stroke, I have to go from right to left, away from the words. And it doesn't matter. I'm not, don't think of it that you're writing the word love. You're just decorating these beautiful, the E, the V, the O, and beautifully linking them, like marrying them together. So don't think of it like writing. So you can go from right to left, or left to right if you prefer and you're used to that. I just can't get that nice, smooth flow. So I don't. I go this way, no big deal. And then I also don't get that smudge. Not that you would get it anyway. So let's go ahead. Anyway, what I was saying was my tip was actually to go ahead and work on the body of the letters themselves, and then you can figure out your linking later. But you can get started. See, I go light to heavy and up around. And I'm going to stop right there because I like that E, and I'm not really sure just yet how I want to link them up, how fancy I want to get, but I've got the body of my layer there. These are always tricky, right? I guess I'll go with that. That looks simple. Maybe darken it just a little. And O's, I love O's. They're so cool. Is that sad that I love O's? Okay, anyway, there we go. L-O-V-E. I am going to leave my L because it's the star of this show, I think, and I don't really like this as a guide, and I'm not quite sure how floofy I'm going to get, so I'm going to leave that for now, and I'm going to go ahead and work on my linking now. So, let's see. I think I'll keep that basic. And I'm just gonna go, I guess, a little basic for now, because I can always zoom in and restate the flow. I can thicken lines. I can erase connections, a little extra kind of thing until it's just about perfect. There's nothing to say This is not analog traditional media where once the ink hits the paper, you're kind of stuck. This is digital, so you can go in and you can zoom in and you can fix that like ugly little thing, that ugly little connection there. I can, make that a little less chalky there. I can, make all kinds of changes. It's totally easy to do because we're using digital, which is great. Okay, so there is my body, and now I will go ahead and do my L. Let's see, I definitely feel like I flow better this direction, so I'll go ahead and do that. Okay, I'm kind of okay with that for a first pass. Not, it's not the best. I don't profess to be the amazing lettering or calligraphy person, so I will definitely leave that and keep practicing. I'll probably do like a million more permutations of that letter, or that word rather, until I get one that I really love. I'll just keep practicing until I get there. So that's great. You can do that. You can go ahead and add more layers and try something else in the next pass, etc., and then mix and match what works. So I'll turn off that and I'm going to try it again. And that brings me to my last and final tip, which is that you can totally consider, you're not stuck to writing it in this orientation. You can rotate your canvas if you work better this way. You might get something completely unexpected and exciting that you didn't think of, as you normally write. Okay, I know this L is funky, but my point is that approach it from a different perspective. It's really good for your brain. It's really good for creativity, and you can sometimes result in really super exciting. Okay, that's awful, but it could result in something beautiful that you never expected. Try it. Okay. In addition to that, to rotating your canvas for a different angle, you can also use your direct selection tools and flip that sucker. Flip it horizontally, flip it vertically, flip it however, makes sense to your brain. It makes sense to the way your hand moves, your body moves. You see it, or just to practice it. It's totally, non-destructive. Just try it and do it and see what you get. And now I've lost track of where I was as far as which direction it was. Anyway, something like that. Go ahead and give that a try, or try doing it from a different direction. Sorry, my dogs are annoying. Let's try this way. He's so triggered. There we go. Okay, so it's not bad. Anyway, explore those options, see what you get, practice and play. There's no right or wrong, but that is it. Those are my 3 Procreate tips for left-handed calligraphy in Procreate. Again, it was to use the text tool. It's your friend, use it. What was my second tip? Was to work on the body of the layers of the letters first. Work on the body of those letters first, make your E, make your V, and then link up afterwards, make your floofy flourishes. And then the final tip was to consider using these tools in the direct selection, flipping vertical, flipping horizontal, to try it from a different angle, or even try it from a different direction, and just play and create. Totally a fun thing to do, and I wish you luck. Okay, I hope that's helpful, and if you wanted to share with me your lettering, your calligraphy, especially you left-handed people out there, let me know. I'd love to look at it. I'd love to have you share that with me. Okay, all right, happy creating. Thanks, bye.